A mainstay of any Chinese president's visit is the subject of how to broach human rights, as evidenced by this banner unfurled by activists on Sunday for motorists on Paris's Boulevard Périphérique Ring Road. Free Tibet, it says. Last week, the president in exile of Tibet crossed paths with Emmanuel Macron at a Legion of Honor medal decoration ceremony at the presidential palace. Penpa Tsering had been invited by the former French senator being honored. Before I ask you about your specific case, Olivier Cadic, is this just a coincidence? So did Macron get ambushed, or was this something planned by the presidential palace?
Not at all. The president knew that, and also François Wu, who is ambassador of Taiwan in France and who's just now nominated as vice minister for foreign affairs in Taiwan, as he announced that on the French TV yesterday evening. We knew that, and the president knew that. I think it's important to show that we have reality. Some people try to hide the reality, but there is a reality in Tibet. There is a reality in Xinjiang with Uyghurs, and there is a reality in Hong Kong at the moment.
So is Emmanuel Macron's messaging right? Should he be saying publicly, talking about the Uyghurs, talking about Tibet, talking about Taiwan, when he's sitting next to Xi Jinping, again at this format where there's no questions from the press, or to do it the way he did it, which is I'll see the others before and after, but not during the visit?
Yeah, I think it made sense to do this this way. France is a free and independent country, so I think the president can meet who he wants to meet.
But should he broach the subject himself? Should it come from him?
He knew that he had to give the Légion d'honneur to André Gatolin, and André invited the guest. And I remember I saw the information about the meeting where he got a picture with when the president was with Dalai Lama before to become president. I think it was an important discussion, but the French president put the value of democracy higher than the state reason.
Do you agree with that, Juliana Bouchot? Did Emmanuel Macron use the right messaging?
Yes, absolutely. I think what's interesting is when we compare it, for example, to the Scholz visit a few weeks ago, I think Germany was willing to make a lot more concessions on some of the symbolism they sent.
Yeah, but that's because he went to China. Emmanuel Macron a year ago when he was in China sort of equivocated over what would happen if there was war with Taiwan, remember?
This is true. But within a year, we've seen quite a change, I think, within the last 6 months, we've seen quite a change in Macron's stance in a way, willing to be a little bit more brazen in how he counters China's lines and interests, like receiving the Tibetan envoy. Similarly, right now, France is taking part in the Balikatan exercises, joining the navies of the US and Philippines, which is an extremely sore point for China. So I think this is a shift in Macron's stance towards China. And of course, inviting von der Leyen today to counter China more forcefully on economic practices is again showing a firmer stance.
Yanang says Xi Jinping France Yugnala Samtri Jungun of the France says Emmanuel Macron Choki Up meetings of Sigin Pembasirin Choda Lendu says Portando Gente Chungba Kola France ne Diki Circuba Dojitachi like Tambenes di San Ronan.
Chiloni don nishu zapshi chinda shibe tse sumju ni France sinzi Portando meeting of Sigin Pembasirin Choda France sinzi Emmanuel Macron namni Jete Chungdo. France shungi gihab cheto yuring budo tumbe chalen namke mena trajen ka chigla la Légion d'honneur shibe cheto isimda nangso yobashi Tse sunju ni der böge topo France tuso komo tumi kushep André Gadola chola sinda de na yoba tang sinda bushin zego ikap sejong pemba tsiri chwa chang kunjwe do denshu nangdu kap der sejong choda sinjin namni jete ki nidong judu loi jino gos kyamgu chim choda sinjin Emmanuel Macron namni jete na yu kubashi jimbu ki bedon to gyabjo yu tingu nangdu batang France sinji choke bimi chepsi ki uti bimi dingju ki sejong pemba tsiri choda jete na wa thoma di imba mase janagi sinji Xi Jinping France shungre changsin namgyu ni somju ngwe do ke yutap Nedun dine France da Gyanani ki Delan par nonga dembe nedun shi chaju yinba tsoba chi shidu. Ari lungchi kanki sango ba doji tashi ki France kesa Paris ni nizu kodong shu.
Well, it passed our committee by a unanimous vote. It recognizes the responsibilities of the People's Republic of China to recognize the rights of the people of Tibet, that the status there needs to be negotiated under international law, and that the way China has reacted to date is out of conformity with expected international commitment. The bill that we've taken up, there was no amendments offered in committee, so it's as we presented it. It is pretty clear in its language. It's similar to what passed the House of Representatives.